features to it. It's a white tea Melonade using watermelon and white tea. I have 1 cup of water that just came up to a boil here. Turn that off. Stir in 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm using a natural granulated sugar. It's just a little bit less processed than regular white sugar. And give that a stir. I like to add my sugar to the boiling water because it dissolves quickly and evenly. Also, when you're steeping white tea, which is pretty delicate, you don't want to throw this into totally boiling water. You want it to have sort of cooled off a little bit. That way it doesn't scorch the delicate tea leaves. So to this, I'm adding 3 bags of white tea. So white tea is just chock full of those really helpful antioxidants, similar to green tea, even more so. We love white tea. Let this steep for about 4 minutes. While this is steeping, we're gonna move over to the watermelon friend here. So you probably already knew that tomatoes were super good for you because they contain that really helpful compound, lycopene. Watermelon contains more lycopene than tomatoes, and this is what you want to be eating in the summer. It's so great, so naturally sweet, really vibrant, fresh. I'm going to be making watermelon cubes, and this is what we're going to use to blend with our tea mixture. That's going to give that really nice, frothy, icy texture. Before I cut up my cubes, I want to save a little bit for my garnish, my glass, so it's festive. So I'll just cut a few slices here off the end. Now shoot for about 1-inch slices. And cutting a large watermelon like this into halves and then quarters just makes it easier for you to manage on the board. Last one I'll put up on its side so it doesn't slip. Then slice away the rind. If you're into pickling, you can save this for your next pickle project. So when you're buying watermelon in your farmer's market or in your grocery store, just look for melons that don't have any blemishes, any bruises. They should feel pretty heavy. Good workout hauling a watermelon around. So we're shooting for 3 cups of cubed watermelon. And we're gonna throw this in the freezer and they will magically transform into watermelon ice cubes. And when you're freezing them, try to freeze them in a single layer so that they're not touching each other. And that's just gonna help them not stick together. You'll be able to blend them much easier. Okay, nice even layer. Back to the tea for 1 moment. Just remove the tea bags and gently press to extract all the tea. Transfer that back. All right, transfer this to a measuring cup. We want to make sure this is nice and chilled before we start blending. Meanwhile, I'm going to throw these in the freezer and we want them to be nice and firm and frozen, which is about 4 hours. All right, everything's frozen. We are ready to blend. All right, so all the watermelon cubes, chilled white tea mixture. One of the reasons I love using the watermelon cubes is that we're not diluting any of the flavor with extra ice. Final touch, squeeze the fresh lemon juice. So about 1 large lemon. All right, now we blend. Oh man, this smells great. Who wants a slushie? That is refreshment in a glass. Let's grab our handy dandy garnish. Mmm. Mmm. This is a delicious way to stay hydrated.